Hello, church, and welcome back to the Wandering Wind Church and our daily devotional in the Life Recovery Devotional. Today we are reading day 4, and the title of this one is Dangerous Self Deception. And the Bible reading is from Judges chapter 16. We're reading verses 1 through 31. I won't be going through the whole thing, but I will be going over the key points in here. Um, Actually, I think I'm just going to read the article because honestly, 31 verses is a lot to fit into 5 minutes. Anyway, step 1. We admitted that we were powerless over our dependencies and that our lives had become unmanageable. When we refuse to admit our powerlessness, we are only deceiving ourselves. The lies we could tell ourselves are often familiar. I can stop anytime I want to. I'm in control. This one won't hurt anything. And all the while, we are inching closer to disaster. Samson was one of Israel's judges. As a child, he had been dedicated to God, and God had gifted him with supernatural strength. But Samson had a lifelong weakness: his relationship with women. Samson was especially blinded to the dangers he faced in his relationship with Delilah. His enemies were paying her to discover the secret of his strength. 3 times she begged him to let her in on his secret. Each time she set him up and tried to hand him over to the enemy. 3 times Samson lied to her and was able to escape. But each time he got closer to telling her the truth. In the end, Samson revealed his secret, was taken captive, and died a slave in enemy hands. Samson's real problem can be found in the lies he told himself. By not admitting his powerlessness, he remained blind to the obvious danger his addiction was leading him into. This caused him to gradually inch his way toward an untimely death. We need to be careful not to fall into the same trap. As we learn to acknowledge our powerlessness over the addictive and compulsive tendencies on a daily basis that we have, we will become more aware of behaviors that will likely lead to our downfall. When we lie to ourselves, a dangerous blindness begins to grow within us. This speaks very heavily to me because, as you can see, I have vision issues. I actually have 2 conditions: glaucoma and cataracts. The first one affects the pressure in the eye, which causes the vision to be blurry, and the second one affects the lens of the eye, which causes it to cloud up over time. Both of these end up making my vision suck if I don't wear these, and even with these, they're not the greatest. What I'm saying though is, just like these glasses help me to see physically, having the Spirit of God in me helps me see better spiritually. If you're not wearing your spiritual glasses and you're not seeing what's ahead of you in the way of you and your relationship with Jesus, you're going to come upon pitfalls and various obstacles that are going to make your faith either weaker or just stop you in your tracks for a moment. It can't stop you forever, but it can hinder you from doing God's work for that moment. So if we're not on our guard, if we're not actively looking and seeing the pitfalls that are coming against us, all we're doing is continually allowing ourselves, as Samson did, to be put in a bad place. Samson, honestly, I dealt with the same kind of thing with my own addiction because honestly, I thought to myself for years, oh, I can stop anytime. It's not that hard. All I got to do is put a filter on my internet and stop buying the bottles. But the thing is, I didn't do either one until I was forced to, until I had no other choice but to say, God, I'm done doing it my way. Please help. I'm tired of this crap. And so honestly, that's the same kind of thing that Samson was dealing with. He kept lying to himself and saying that he could handle it, when in reality, all he had to do was cry out to God and ask Him for help, and he would have been given a way out. The Bible even says to us that we will never be tempted beyond what we can bear, but that God will give us a way out and will help us with His power. God will give us a way out of a situation that is not good for us, but we have to be the ones to make the decision to take that option. If we're not taking that option, then we're just choosing to continue to do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And according to Albert Einstein, that is the definition of being insane. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this series, being a part of it, and just being a part of being surrendered to the idea of growing spiritually and growing in our recovery together. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. If you want to see more from this series, hit that subscribe button down below. And if you want to continue to get more updates from this, please let me know. I will be doing many different things on this channel to try and help both myself and you get further along in our recovery together. Together we are stronger. Iron sharpens iron. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.